Alright, what's poppin', everybody? So I'm basically doing this video and the last video that I actually put last week. I'll just put a card right here. I'll probably might forget. Who knows? Whatever. But basically, I did a tier list on colleges or basically majors as well. So this is just a follow up to that video. This is just like another tier list that I was actually interested in because I honestly thought of it like 5 minutes after I ever finished recording that video. But this is basically going to be a tier list on school subjects. It's not that difficult. It's just A plus to F basically. And I'm just going to honestly stop talking and just get straight to the tier list because that's basically what you guys are here for. So with that being said, let's get right into the tier list. Let's go. It's green me or blue me, whatever it is. I don't know. Is my mic working? Yes, it's working. Okay. We got chemistry, art, biology, foreign language, history, financial literacy, language arts, math, music, physics, social studies, technology. I don't know what this is. I honestly don't know what this is. Oh, woodworking, geometry, and PE. Actually, I've never taken woodworking before. So if I'm being honest, I'm going to have to put woodworking under. I'm going to put woodworking as never did. So that's the only one I've never actually done. Chemistry. I hate chemistry so much, if I'm being honest. I remember my friend Tom took AP Chem and he literally tutored me, I think once. And then after that, like, I never asked him again because he was like the smartest person I ever knew. And I think he had straight A's the entire time while in high school. But for me, that's a die right there. Chemistry. Anything science is gonna go in either D or F, depending on like what time of the year I took it. Like, it's a lot more different in college because mainly it's not that strenuous and you can actually do certain topics that you're interested in. I think an example of a really good test that we actually did was a dry ice bomb that we did in high school. And if I'm being completely honest, that's literally the only thing that I remember because we literally blew up a water bottle and it was about a quarter-mile blast radius, or like not a quarter-mile blast radius, but you could hear the echo a quarter mile away basically. I would say even a half a mile or two, like around a mile. But if I'm being honest, I don't like chemistry as much. I'm not that smart when it comes to just math or anything that has to deal with definitions, unless it's like reading. But art, I haven't taken art in a while. If it counts with photography and cinematography and videography, I'll have to put in like A or B tier. Because if I'm being honest, this is a video right now. I learned a lot of editing and I've learned a lot of just Photoshop in general from all of my video and photography classes as well. I would say my best teacher would have to be absolutely nobody because
No one in high school taught me how to do any of the stuff that I know right now. I literally learned everything from YouTube and every single tutorial that I have.
saved is also in my head and many different playlists. No one actually taught me from a actual institution how to edit, how to do Photoshop or any of that stuff, besides maybe like one or two Photoshop tutorials that I did in high school. But besides that, I learned everything else on my own. So even my phone is mad at the fact that no one taught me how to do that. So yeah, eat a whole burnt potato, whoever you are. But if I'm being honest, art is actually pretty interesting. I never took art. I never took sculpting in high school, but like in elementary school and middle school, I kind of digged it. Biology, D. I'm taking it right now when I'm actually recording this video in the summer. And right now, the only reason that I'm putting it in D tier is because the labs are kind of interesting, but the work itself, I hate it so much. It's literally the same thing with chemistry. The definitions and everything in general is literally, I just want to throw up and just literally punch every single one of my monitors. And I think I have like 4 right now and I'm only using 2. But biology, I just hate it so much. If I'm being honest, hate is such a strong word, but literally I do not like biology in general. Like, I remember when I was in high school, freshman year, high school teacher was funny as crap, if I'm being honest. He was laid back, cool as crap. But if I'm being honest, the topics and the subject was honestly kind of boring. Cool dude, but topic was honestly boring as hell. Foreign language, A plus. I struggled freshman year if I'm being honest. I got a C in Spanish. Then visited my family, got a better Spanish teacher because I think freshman year I think he left. But then sophomore, junior year, I got an A, and I got exempt for sophomore final exams. And I think junior year I got a B. I can't remember, if I'm being completely honest. But I loved foreign language. I feel like you can use that wherever you go in the world, and you can use that in many different cultures, or obviously because every single culture might have a different language depending on where you are in the world. But any foreign language, if I'm being honest, it's a real headache. But once you start becoming more fluent with the actual languages that you're being taught, it actually broadens your mind a lot more to a lot more personalities and a lot more outlets in life that you really didn't see in the world. History, I'm being honest, bro, every single one of my history teachers was a goat. Even freshman year, if I'm being completely honest, I hated freshman year, but she taught me so many life lessons. She honestly taught me so many life lessons that, if I'm being honest, she was a cool person, but just the overall topic in general of global history is boring as hell. If I'm being honest, it's not even with history in general. It's just the life lessons. Like out of all the actual subjects or the actual classes I took, if I'm being honest, history is probably my top class, because if I'm being honest, I'm like a C and B tier student when it comes to history and knowing anything about America. But all the life lessons, everything that I've been taught as both a man or as a person, or being just kind-hearted in general, came from history classes. Didn't matter which grade, didn't matter who taught me during that time. Literally every single person that taught me in history class gave me a life lesson that I carry on to this day, and that's why I put in A+ tier. Financial literacy, I never did it, but if I did take it, it would probably be A. I did take a financial literacy class in college, so right now I'm gonna put in A. I believe that universal financial literacy should be a thing in the future. That's mainly one of the reasons why I actually wanted to create this channel, to actually make it accessible for people to actually learn how to manage their money, or just give themselves leeway for themselves to do more things with their actual cash flow, as well as to stay afloat, whether it be through a pandemic, whether it be through a recession, whether it be through hard times, good times. Literally, financial literacy will get you through anything, and it will open your mind to a lot more things that you can do if you simply manage your money. Language arts, oh my god, if it's like literature, or like if it's literary literature or like Brit Lit, if I'm being honest, I do not like British literature or American literature at all. I hated those two classes with a fiery passion. Reading was a different thing, like reading actual novels from the 20th or like very mid to late 20th century, or even the beginning of the 21st century. Those books are really good. But anything when it comes to like the 1800s or the Renaissance, anything that goes behind that generation or basically century, I hated it. With a passion. Literally, we had to dissect every single sentence and every single poem in American literature or even Brit Lit. I mean, it wasn't that difficult. It was just I hated it so much because during the time I hated reading. If I took it now, when I basically read about 4 to 5 books every single year, maybe even 6 to 7 or even 8 books a year, I would honestly put in like a B tier. But if it's just on like high school and stuff like that, I'm gonna have to put it in D tier. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I struggled getting a B in that class. The only reason why I got a B in that class once, I honestly got straight D's in that class. The only reason why I got a B in that class once was because literally I studied 4 to 6 hours every single day the entire semester or that entire quarter, and I struggled getting an 83. I think it was 83. It was either 83 or 84. I just want to keep it above like an 84 or an 85-ish. But yeah, math. Solid class. Solid class. Solid class. Teachers, alright. Subject, alright. I don't have any beef with it, if I'm being honest, besides like trigonometry and geometry, because I don't know, I just can't grasp the shapes and stuff. My teacher, she was right that I use math in a lot of stuff that I do today. I don't even have that much beef with the class in general. It's a solid B tier. So yeah, music. I'm gonna have to put in B tier. I'll put it in B tier. It's the same. It's on the same wavelength as math, because all my teachers were amazing. If I'm being completely honest, all my teachers were amazing. Through elementary and middle school, I learned how to play the violin and the viola. I don't know how to say it. The cello in high school, just a little bit. It was outside of school, obviously. I learned how to play the guitar. Someone gave me a ukulele randomly one day, and I think I learned how to play the piccolo, the flute, and right now I'm self-teaching myself how to play the piano through all the music that I make. But it's a solid class. Like, music is in every single culture in the world, and just opening your mind to it is actually pretty cool. Don't have that much beef with it. Solid class. Physics. You already know where you're gonna go. F tier. Hated that class. I only needed a 70 to pass that class. I got a 70. After that, I never looked back. I honestly thought I did great in that class, and I consistently fucked up every single one of my tests. Every single time, without a doubt. All the homework and all the projects, I got A+ in. Like, I got compliments. It's like, oh my gosh, that was like intuitive. You showed initiative when you did that project, when you did the roller coaster thingy. But literally, besides that, and I'm kind of drooling right now, besides that, I literally fucked up every single one of my quizzes and tests without a doubt. And I never got extra time on any of them. Never. All my math teacher, my reading teacher, literally every single one of my other teachers gave me so much extra time to both take my quiz and my test outside of the actual classroom, because I was an idiot. But I think my physics teacher, I don't even know if he let me take it. You have 45 minutes to do this. You don't have any extra time. Literally. Like, I if I'm being honest, I kind of do. Actually, I don't even know. It's probably because it was so long ago, and I'm kind of still pissed off about it. Like, I got a D in it. Like, that's my only beef with it. Like, the physics part of it, like the labs and the stuff, every single thing with science, the labs are honestly the best part for me. Anything that has to deal with any paperwork or any type of quiz or any type of test, I will literally fuck it up so badly, if I'm being so honest. Tests and quizzes aren't the thing for me. That's mainly why I didn't do that good at any of my science classes. Social studies, I don't have any complaints about it. I'm honestly just gonna skip on that, if I'm being completely frank. I don't have any beef with it. I only think I took it maybe once. If it's like history, then it's gonna go in an A tier, but I only took it maybe 2 or 3 times, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Technology, I use it every single day, so I have a YouTube channel literally dedicated to just doing tech and helping people out on how to fix an issue. It's really the gateway to the future, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not even being biased. Literally everything is technology. Geometry, see, it's like, if trigonometry was also on here, I would also put it in C tier, because algebra 1, algebra 2, pre-algebra, and a little bit of geometry were honestly kind of dope. When I got to trigonometry and pre-calc, it honestly kind of sucked. When I got to college algebra, it was like, okay, this is pretty simple. Like, literally, I have to just reteach myself how to do algebra again. So that's it. And PE, A+. When it came to weightlifting or taking photography, I wanted to take weightlifting first. It went from health and PE to health and PE again for 2 years. And then I had the opportunity to do PE again, which obviously, bro, I'm not passing up PE for 3 years in a row, if I'm being completely honest. PE has a special place in my heart because it's made me a healthier person. I actually follow what I eat on a consistent basis, and the actual soccer coach, because he was actually the weightlifting instructor and my PE teacher for, I would say, 2 years. Honestly, one of the smartest people I know when it comes to putting the right foods in your body, when it came to mediating and how to improve like weightlifting and everything like that, how to have perfect form, how to know when you're reaching your limits, or how to basically anything when it comes to lifting weights. That's all I have to say for all these topics for American high schools. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, this is a follow-up to the previous video, and if you guys don't know what the previous video is, I'm gonna put it up right here in the actual time card. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I love each and every single one of you guys. Hope you find this entertaining. I hope you actually dig the tier list that I actually whipped up a little bit. But yeah, I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.